Oh, lost another mapper. Rude. Okay. One down. Divine Orb. Boom, baby. We're probably going to have to buy more Nightmare maps. I tried to buy an inventory full before I got off earlier today. But I only got like partially. Oh shit, did I mean to toss that? Alright, that is it for those. We need to refill them up. Yeah, we only have 10 left. I didn't mean to pause it. Alright, Nightmare map. Roughly like 34-ish at the cheapest. We'll try to go to like 37. Huh. Are there just none for 37? Is that what's happening? Damn, and then it goes straight to like 40? But we can go down to like 35 still. Weird. Oh, I guess there's not too many before. Damn. Nightmare maps are going up in price a little bit. They were kind of pricey earlier, and I was like... Well, I think we can still profit off them, so... I will say, if they go too much higher... like, we do profit off them, but I might not bother if it's not too much profit. Go for 41, I guess.
I'd consider that a win. You've had a sale, exile. I'd consider that a win.
Alright. Got us an inventory full. Maybe prices will go back down by the time we need them again. Okay. That's taken care of. Cool.
You've had a sale, exile.
What are we at? Oh, that took almost all of our chaos. We have a lot of chaos worth of fragments that we could sell and stuff though.
Business.
6 div sold. Hey, now look at hubris. Nice. We've been making some money off these timeless jewels, man. I was worried that none of them would sell for some of these like higher prices, but some of them are. Speaking of, I'm not gonna lower any of the other ones yet, but I'm gonna lower this big one. This one had no price before. It still doesn't. I lowered it to 800 for now, from 900. Just slowly. I know it's probably not gonna sell at that price. Last time I started at 200 and it insta-sold, so yeah. That was spicy. Alright, we messed up our maps earlier, and we had our ulti tree on, and we ran our dunes, so we lost it off our astrolabe. So I've been pumping out our astrolabe on Summit. Let's continue. We're 78%. We're not getting crazy XP, we're getting like 1% per map, roughly. But, hell, I mean, pump out 22 maps and... we'll be 100. Breach would be faster, but I'm not really rushing it. Over here trying to sneeze and mute and all that, and frickin' enemies coming at me. I actually normally just... I'm clearing a little more just for the fun of the delirium, even though we're not spec delirium. I usually just clear to get the, until we get to the monolith, and then we go, but... Spinny, spinny boy, spinny, spinny boy. Hero Siege coming to a stream near you. 7 days. Ish. %5 crit implicit? Probably not, right? No. Frickin' Legion music is crazy. Hey, Divine Orb. X-Link Val Regalia. That's so cool. Might as well empty inventory so we don't have to make a second trip.
Go with courage.
I'd love to get a double belt of some kind, but I don't think I'll be playing long enough to get one. They're too expensive. Unless I were to start hammering breach or something. But it would still take a long time, I think. Like, even when Bombo was hammering breach, it took him a bit to get his first mirror, it felt like. I need at least 2. all the stacked decks. This is kind of a crappy one. Summit is okay here and there as a map, but Dunes is definitely better, and it's too bad I messed up my Astrolabe, but whatever. I'll do a handful of maps here, and eventually it'll be, eventually we'll be back to Dunes. Alright.
Hello. Keep your life to your own.
Next map, next map. Alright, we might as well do the side area first. Let's get some extra experience. We're getting close, 80%. Hee hee hoo hoo ha 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 ha. Frickin' the music. It's so funny how it like is just on while you're doing the Legion too, and all of a sudden just like switches back to like the normal map music. I was actually getting a little annoyed by it last night because it's just a little bit more intense than the normal music, so like I'm just sitting here slamming Legions all night and it's just blasting that background track. Ooh, look at these rewards. All kinds of goodies. Don't listen to Ward Loop then, can't hear anything else. For some reason I'm okay with like skill effects, but this song right here, it's just like a little bit more intense than everything else. I think it's this one. Or at least it's not this part, I guess. Come haunt my hideout. I'll probably be back there in a minute. Yeah, this part right here. It's just so much more intense than the normal mapping music. How's it going? Missed it. My like throat wasn't cleared for it either, so it was like raspy. It was horrible. I think last night after stream, or maybe it was like, I don't know, there was one point off stream where I usually just leave the, music going or whatever, but for some reason farming Legion has been bugging me more than normal, and I actually had to turn the music off so I could just fucking watch my show and chill. Normally I can just watch my show and ignore it. But for some reason with Legion, it's just a little bit more intense where I'm like... I actually felt like a sigh of relief when I turned it off last night. Honestly, I don't really usually run music in games. I only really do it because I'm streaming. Because, like, I don't want to just, like... Since I don't play any music on the stream, I don't want the stream to just be, like, utter silence other than, like, a little bit of the game sound. Like, just me spinning, hitting mobs, and loot filter would be the only thing playing. I feel like that'd be a little awkward. I actually want to change something up with my build after this map. I didn't, I was just too in my copy-paste mode, but I set up something that doesn't even work anyway, and I knew it wouldn't work. I genuinely don't know why I bothered setting it up. But for some reason, he has Immortal Call, more duration, casting damage taken, that's all fine. The thing that isn't is fucking Summon Lightning Golem. It's cool and all, But the fucking lightning golem costs 126 mana. And neither me nor Pelstrun has that much mana for it to actually summon. So it just never summons. And yes, I get tons of stack decks from Legion. So I haven't done that much Legion today. I started my day with Breach. And then I did some 5-ways. And then I did a... What did I do? Oh, right, I got on my other character and did ulties to burn my scarabs. And then I did like a couple maps of Legion. And I sold down to like 50. I think he had it level 20. But I sold down to like 50 stacked decks. And I'll show you what I'm at from like... I think I've only done like 5-6 maps. And we got a Divine Orb, woohoo. Last I looked, it was over 200, but I've done a few maps since I looked. So it's like 100, like over 150 in just like a few maps. It's pretty crazy how many stacked decks you get. It's the new scarabs. They give a 20% chance that when you break open a chest, the rewards from that chest spread to all the monsters around them. And then you can use a max of 3 of them, so you can have a 60% chance. And then you use the reopen, where you can like re-kill the guys over and over and over again, because they have to be killable for the rewards to spread to them. And obviously you're gonna accidentally kill them in the process. So if you watch this Legion, when I kill a chest, there, that one popped and some of the rewards went to the mobs around it. That wasn't a good one, but like gems went to the mobs around that. The currency just popped on all the mobs around that. So basically you just spin around, make sure you hit all the chests, and then all the enemies just pop with currency and armor and gems and different rewards. As for the gem, I thought he had it level 20. I mean, I can go back and look again. Because I thought I went through his gems and checked if he had any. I can re-import his character too. Maybe he's made some changes. But yeah, that's just been like a dead gem. And I was thinking about setting it up to just be cast when damage taken, Blood Rage. Like, why not, right? Unless the degen hurts us, but we have a decent amount of regen. I don't think, like, the degen's gonna bother us all that much. But no, Legion has been really nice. Like, don't get me wrong, Breach is probably... I mean, Breach is better, or else people would be doing this, you know? But Legion has been pretty damn good. Like, the raw divines you get are pretty good. Oh boy, I guess you're in my hideout. It's actually kind of a satisfying sound. And that's AFK, huh? You don't even have to press any buttons. You're tabbed out so you don't have to listen to it. Nice. See, I can tune stuff like that out. Maybe it's also because I think I might have my game sound on the lower side too. It's not as bad as the music is. Oh yeah, I was gonna look. I'm at 377 stacked decks and I sold down to like 50 yesterday, and I've only... how many maps have I run? I've run 6 maps today of Legion. So, like, roughly give or take 300 stacked decks in 6 maps. They sell for 3.5C each, too, so that's like... In 6 maps, that's like 9, like, over 1,000 chaos, probably, worth of stack decks. And 5-ways have been really good money, too. So not just that, the incubators, the ornate incubators, you get a shit ton of. They sell for 6C each. Like I probably just got like 15 of them in that map. I usually get like 15 to 20 every map. They sell for 6C each. So it all just adds up. Also, I guess people are, it drops, 5-ways drop Greater Fork. I've gotten like 6 of them, which are like 600C each. 600 to 800C. And then it also drops Companionship, which I've gotten 2 of. Those sell for, the first one sold for 17, and then I got one today that sold for 20 div. 17 div and 20 div. So 5-ways are actually super good right now. So much so that, look at this. Templar emblems are 57 a pop. And Mariketh are 23 a pop. And I've been running them, and I get so many with this strat that I can't even keep up. Like, I ran like 7 or 10 of them today, and I still have 26 emblems, and I'm just going up and up and up. Like, I just can't run enough of them. The regular emblems are like 7, 3, and 5, if I round down. So it's like a full set sells for like, what was that? 50, 60, 75, 85, like 90-ish, give or take, see? But you get all those gems, and then also, I've had some pretty good, I mean, I've been consistently selling Timeless Jewels. 6 div, 2 div, 12 div. Greater Fork for 3 div, Companionship for 20 div, Militant Faith for 100C, 55C, Elegant Hubris 100C, 100C, 2 of them. Down here I have the Militant Faith for 3 div, some 70C Lethal Pride, 70C Elegant Hubrises. Yeah, it just all adds up with all of it, so it's been pretty profitable. I've been enjoying it. I've actually been pretty addicted to this farm, to be honest. But yeah, and then I just look at like my incubators and like they also, oh, that's the other thing. The zone drops these new incubators. And the big fancy glowy ones, these ones are guaranteed to be a skill gem. So these ones sell for, 85C each. Or 80C each, sorry. So 80C each for those, and then the little ones have a chance for a coin item, and it doesn't, like, it's sometimes a skill. Not always, but those sell for, like, 15, 16C each. So it's like, these are also, when you get these, they're decent money, too. And then on top of the currency ones being, 6 each, it just piles on some more money. I used to have diviners on my tab. I still have them up. I've actually been blowing through all of my shitty incubators that I had. This tab used to be full of all kinds of bad ones, but when I was grinding Breach, I just threw on all the bad ones just to get rid of them. I know I could have just vendored them or deleted them. They're not really worth anything. But I decided to slap them on. It's kind of satisfying to empty the tab by actually running them. But yeah, I get so much more than I can run. I also found a cool trick to selling them. I was watching Waggle stream, and I didn't know that you could do this. So, unfortunately, you still have to split them like this. I haven't found a better way than this. But, when you go to your tab and you're selling, this is how I was doing it before, right? Control-click, 6, chaos, and then it should save. Control-click, list, control-click, list, control-click, list. What I didn't know, you can control right-click and it just sets it to whatever the last price was. So these are all set to 6. It's control right-click. I didn't know that was a thing. That makes listing these quite a bit easier. Oh yeah, you had a macro to do it. I saw Waggle listing maps before, and I saw that he was doing it without that, and I asked him, I was like, whoa, 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 wait a second. Literally, I'm sitting here listing incubators painfully. Is something sold? Now you have money to buy boss tokens with? How's the bossing been? One of my friends was doing bosses and said he didn't feel like it was very profitable. I told him to go do Uber Elder. It isn't, you need to hit the 1% drop to be worth it. Oh. It would help if I'm in my market to be able to sell them. But yeah, 6C times however many this is, and they sell pretty decent. These will probably all sell within the next hour, I think. I guess it depends. What's Void Forge drop rate? What scarabs do I run? I run Legion to add 1 additional Legion, and ideally I do recommend running an Astrolabe because that adds another Legion, so you can have 3 Legions between the one from your tree, the one from the Scarab, and the one from Astrolabe. Gives you 3 per map. It feels really lucrative. And I recommend running Mirage maps because of the having all 3 Legions in, like, guaranteed to be in your little special area. I think that's, like, really key in the Mirage area. But yeah, so Legion Scarab, and then Scarab of the Treasures, which is the 20% chance to spread the rewards. We run 3 of those. And then Eternal Conflict, which allows the monsters to be broken out of stasis multiple times. Because, like I said, for them to... Legion chests and areas have a 20% chance to spread their rewards to Legion monsters they release from stasis when they're broken out. So they have to be releasable. So if you don't run Eternal Conflict, then any monster you actually break out, the rewards won't spread to. So it kind of bricks the strat. You pretty much have to run Eternal Conflict for this strat to work. The Legion Scarab, some people have said to run the, what's the other one? There's been 2 guides I've looked at. One said to run the extra Legion, another one said to run this one, Officers, to have 5 additional Sergeants. I don't know. Personally, I didn't feel the need to have, like, I tried extra Sergeants, and having a whole nother Legion felt way more powerful to me. I'm sure your build is perfectly fine, but you do need some good damage and survivability. Because the monsters you break out, because they get harder and harder the more you break them out. And since you're constantly breaking them out while you do your circles to break all the chests and everything, you're constantly breaking them out, and then they're getting stronger and stronger. I was worried this build wasn't going to be able to do it, because the guy said, like, Headhunter is, almost mandatory. This is my Atlas. There's a lot of room for changes. Really, the Legion stuff is the only real mandatory. Other than that, I just go for, like, Scarabs and Altars and stuff. And making the map a little juicier. And some shrines. You can, if you find yourself not being able to break everything in time, you can take these increased duration nodes. I don't need to. So it, you know, obviously it speeds up. The sooner they break out, the sooner, like, the sooner it ends, the sooner you can make, you know, get on to the next one and everything. But if your build is a little slower, you could go for the additional duration. If you need to see it again, let me know. Yeah, I've been enjoying it. It's pretty much profit every single map. Like, even running, like, the Mirage maps, buying them for, like, you know, 30 to 40 C each, and the Astrolabe being about 100, and the Scarabs being about 20 C or something like that per map. Like, you still come out, like, way profit, I'm pretty sure. And then on top of, like, running the 5 ways, or even just selling the invites, like, I don't even factor those into the cost because I try to run them. But yeah, I don't know, it's been fun. We've got 2 more maps to do, and then we finish our Astrolabe and we can go back to Dunes. I'm still on the Astrolabe that I fucked up. I ran my Dunes. I ran my Dunes on the wrong Atlas, so I took the Astrolabe off it. Still trying to fix that. I will say, a lot of my runs have been, all 3 of the Legions have been pretty close together. I do think there's a world where you could get away with not, using Mirage maps, and just hoping, and sometimes you'll hit where they're not together, and sometimes you won't. Honestly, I felt like Iceberg. Funnily enough, Iceberg might have been one of the best maps I've done to have the Legion stay together. The only bad thing is that's in the top right of the Atlas, and I don't know that that quadrant has anything too exciting for the Astrolabe rewards. I might actually try, like, the bottom left is supposedly, like, can be disgusting, I heard. I'm kind of tempted to do bottom left. Like, find a map there that's good. I mean, I know there's Jungle Valley. Jungle Valley can just be a little narrow sometimes. Like, it has a lot of open spots, but it can be narrow. Oh, it has greater multi-strike. Supposedly, someone was saying it also has full stacks of Divines. and a chance for the whatever that whatever the mirror item I was using on my rings is. The one that sells for like 40 div. Oh, top right has multi? Gotcha. Oh, there's someone buying incubators. Goodbye to the right side of my screen for a little while. I gotcha. Yeah, supposedly bottom left has the, like, full stacks of divines, that 40 div mirror item, whatever it's called, and shit like that, so it's like, bottom left sounds juicy. What is multi going for now? Has it gone up? Wasn't it like 16 div when I looked at it the other day, but prices have been going up on a lot of things. Oh, well, there's a timeless emblem that's 50C that, like, almost pays for this map itself, not counting everything else. Speaking of mirror shit. Oh, we didn't get one. Bummer. Yeah, some of them are hit or miss. Like, I didn't get good spreads here. Only like a few currency jumped to a few of the mobs and a few things over here, but not much. But other times you get big spreads. But yeah, I mean, just off that one, that was 25 stack decks. One full stack is 66. 2 Templars, that's 100C. So that's like 180. 180C right there. We only got 4 incubators, but that's like 24C right there. And then raw currency, yeah, ancient orbs being a little bit, divines randomly drop. And we haven't even done Mirage Zone yet. We still have 3 more of these to do. So definitely profit off of the entry for sure. There's some decent pops. Bit all over the place. Yeah, like I said, super juiced breach. More currency, obviously, but, you know, as a change of pace, this has been pretty lucrative, just hammering this, and it's pretty chill. You don't feel like you're blowing a million divines to try and run it and sitting there praying for returns and shit. And you don't have to... You got 33 stacked decks? Yeah, easy. It's like, what, 90 something chaos and just stacked decks right there. Or you can, you know, open them for funsies. I opened 400. I had, from all the farming I've been doing, I had 1,700 of them. Don't know, never sold a stack deck. I had 1,700 of them. I opened 400 and sold 1,300. Decided to do a little bit of gamble, but also make a little bit of profit. Unfortunately, the 400 netted me nothing. Quite literally nothing. I think I got like a chaotic disposition for 5 chaos from 400 div cards. Yeah, it does feel extra shitty opening them. I mean, obviously, unless you hit something, but because like stacked decks are a big part of your profit with this like setup, so it's like you feel like you profit a lot less if you open them and don't get anything. But the gambling is fun. But it sucks when you open, you know, I had like 22 div worth of stacked decks. If I would have fucking opened them all and got nothing, it would have been tragic. But, you know, maybe I would have got like a House of Mirrors card, and I don't know how much that is, but probably would have made back way more. $36 div, yeah. Don't ask you how you know, oh no. But no, I'm kind of at like a weird point with my character where like, there's one more like, it doesn't feel like that big of an upgrade, but I probably should do it. It's just so expensive. I was thinking about doing it myself, but it's still gonna be expensive. But at this point, I don't have too many more upgrades to get. I'm in a weird position where I could make another big ring for my second slot, but if I do that, I'm gonna lose reses. And if my reses dip too low, I won't be able to run every altar anymore. Like right now, I can run every altar with the way this character is set up because I have enough resistances to do so. But if I change my rings and gloves, which both do need to be upgraded, they pretty much like I'm pretty much barely if I do that, I'll be barely overcapped. I'll be at like, you know, the exact amount of resist that I need to be capped through some finagling and tattoos and stuff. Which means if I take the minus res altar, I'll be in a really shitty spot. That's why I kind of like having the reses, but I would like to craft the new gloves and ring to have insane damage, but it's like, do I need it? Like, I'm winning already.
Greetings. Till next time, shall we keep, Savior?
But yeah, I mean, that was, what, 3 or 4 Ancient Orbs I got in there. No Divine Pop, but, 33 stacked decks. 2 of the green emblems that sell for a lot. 13 times 6, whatever that is. For, oh no, wait, hold on, we got more than that. We got another 10, so we got 23 times 6. We also got 2 of the big sacred incubators, that's 80C each. Like a few, it's probably like, depending on your luck, 1 to 2 div every map. And they don't take too long.
I've got some weather.
What do we get? Oh, so people are still buying. That guy just join and leave. Changed his mind. I wonder if the eye level, what was it? Is it the 84 ones? No. Maybe it's like the 85 ones. Maybe it's 84 and 85. I mean, it still says 6. Yeah, I don't know. They always sell the quickest. I guess people just look for the higher eye level. Like, you can see they came in here and they picked out, like, in between the cracks. Like, the 83 ones are left, but 82 and 83 are left. There's still some 85, I guess. They will be worth more. I don't know, like, at least the trade tool doesn't show that being the case. Ornate Incubator. Eye level 85. So those are all me. Flooding the market with them. I guess it very quickly does go to 7 for the 85s. And then past that guy, it jumps to 10 a little bit past him. 10 hours ago, though. Maybe like a couple C more. Oh well. Maybe I'll try to sell the 85s a little more later. See if that, see if they do sell for higher or not. I did want to look up. Let's, Path of Building. See if Palestron has, any changes today. I haven't checked today. I've just been kind of blasting. Import, Palestron. Oh, he's 98 now. He's at least leveled up a little bit. He was 95 for like a day and a half, and then he finally hit 96 yesterday, and now he's actually so he still has level 20 lightning golem on the cast when damage taken, which costs over 100 mana, and he only has 50 unreserved mana. So I don't know why he has that. There's no shot he's disabling auras to summon Lightning Golem every time it dies. I don't know. All the skills are the same. Items. Yeah, it's looking like his are pretty much the exact same from what I can tell. He hasn't changed anything. I think he's just leveled up a little bit. just kind of curious. What did I... Okay, that's exactly what I did. That's funny. Oh, wait, we already had the center node. He just took the 2 extra on the side. Never mind. I will say, I kind of want to take this, you count as low life while at 55% life or below. So that way we gain a little bit of our life back. We get just like a little bit of a bigger life pool, right? I was thinking about taking that for level 100. Other than that, his tree is looking... I don't see where he went with, because he should have gotten at least 1 extra node past getting these 2 from the other day. But I don't quite see where he would have... Oh, maybe he grabbed this node? Yeah, I think he grabbed 1 more life node over here. Just to get a little more life, I guess, for now. Yeah, he hasn't really changed too much. Yeah, I'm gonna change my boots. I'm gonna try cast some damage taken, Blood Rage. I leveled up a Blood Rage for this purpose. Nice. Freaking Nimmies. Hell yeah. That's what that is, right? I think? I don't know what the helm is. I don't know that I've seen that helmet. Or maybe I have and I just don't recognize it. Yeah, that's Nimmies. Nice. What is that worth these days? Whew. Hell yeah, dude. 70 div minimum. Without even looking at rolls. Alright. Now you have to keep playing. Are you winding down a little bit on the game too? Is that what you mean? That's 2 mirror cards you can lose. Yeah, let's just go down to 3, 3, 4, 3, 4. Oh my god, I'm out of jewelers, for real? Because I turned them off my filter, so I don't get them anymore. What does it cost to buy jewelers? You're back mowing lawn. I'll mow your lawn. Alterations. We still get some alteration drops. Fuck it. Threat move. Good. Look how slow I am. Oh wait, I don't have my boots on. But still, look how slow I am normally. It's crazy how carried I am by the shrines, and then when I'm in hideout, Excel Shrine OP. There we go. Alright. So, Blood Rage... Oh, and that just costs life to use, too, so we're good there. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Another little bit of chaos from our incubator selling. Alright, I'm gonna make a cup of coffee. And then we'll run more Legion, and then we'll probably do some more 5-ways for funsies. Oh shit. That was almost bad. I almost just reused the K-Cup. I almost just didn't take the K-Cup out. I just almost opened and shut it and started. That would have been some nice watered down coffee. Alright. Got that started. How are we looking on our incubators? Are still waiting to pop. Let's get started on another map while that brews. We're at 82%. Nightmare mob. Nightmare mob. Nightmare, nightmare, nightmare mob. Man, I almost think some of the Legion lag comes from all the reward icons above their head. Like, I do have Delirium popped right now, so that is part of it. But, Legion is more laggy for me when the rewards spread a lot. If the rewards don't spread a lot, I don't lag as much. Yeah, I mean, the Blood Rage popped, and, I mean, it refreshes on kill, so once you... Even if our castman damage doesn't proc a lot, you know, obviously we gotta stop to pick up loot and stuff for our Legions, so we're probably gonna lose it there and everything, but the, it's not too terrible for it to just... I mean, it's much better than having Lightning Golem that doesn't do anything, right? Literally, Lightning Golem never comes out. I might have to wait for, I mean, maybe I go back to Lightning Golem if I figure out what he's doing with that. Like, I haven't looked if he's put out his guide video for this character yet, but he might still be plucking away at the character. Let's see, we'll see how long it takes Amonos to get back, and that'll tell us roughly how big his lawn is. Kidding, I have no idea. I would never be able to gauge that. There's that song again. And Legion's over. Song's over. We've done 2, right? 2 legions so far. So should be one more somewhere. Here it is. Currency popped everywhere, that's good. Ooh, okay. Ready? This is gonna be a divine orb. We got currency on a lot of mobs. It's gotta be. It's gotta be, right? It's gotta be. Where is it? Where is it? Yeah, I got scammed. Yeah, I mean, it seems to be popping. I wasn't sure how much I got hit with this build, but seems like I do get hit enough to pop the cast when damage taken. Now that cast when damage taken is doing a little bit more than just a mortal call, I should probably quality it. I don't think I ever did. Now the question is, do we just blow 20 jewelers on it? So that way we don't have to re-level it, or do we flip it and re-level it? We won't have a mortal call or... I mean, we didn't have Blood Rage for so many maps, so that doesn't really matter, but... Alright, we're gonna go empty before we do the mechanic, and we're also gonna grab our coffee, so... Alright, coffee acquired. I don't know what, put some sugar in it. I don't know what I'm gonna eat tonight, man. I've been so, like... I've been so undecided on what to eat. I've mostly just been having, like, late night, like... Usually I eat a little something before I sleep. Well, I usually eat, and then I relax for a little while, and then I sleep. Let it digest. But, I haven't been in the mood to, like, cook anything, and I don't know. Honestly, probably just gonna grab a bowl of cereal. I've just been doing a bowl of cereal recently. Nope, nope, nope. We're not doing a new map. Let's not skip out on 3 frickin' legions in the Mirage. The Mirage ones are the juicy ones too. That would've been pretty sad. I might hop over to doing some 5-ways soon. Maybe, actually, after this Astrolabe, which is either this map or the next map, I can't remember. Before we pop another Astrolabe, we'll go do some 5-ways, probably until we level, I think. 18% worth of 5-ways shouldn't take too long, I don't think. And then we'll be 100, and then I might swap over to my breach tree and maybe try some juiced breach, because I haven't done any juiced breach on this character, so I have no idea how many times I die, because I just wanted to hammer out to 100 as quickly as I could. So that way I just didn't have to worry about XP anymore. I could just die all I want as long as I'm not dying so much I'm bricking my maps. I also want to... I'm not waiting because of levels or anything, because I shouldn't die to the boss, but I'm just trying to hit 100, so I just don't want to do it right now. But I have like 5 or 6 Barrias saved up. I'd like to go run some of those too. I know the chances of us getting a belt off of just the Barrias we find are like next to nothing, but it's still fun to try. Technically, if we really wanted to, we could not run the, we could actually manually press the Blood Rage, too. Nothing says we have to cast on damage taken. It's just nice to have no buttons, other than Cyclone. And Frostblink, I guess. I'm probably gonna buy some some gems. I guess we'll try to level our own gems, maybe. And, hey, Divine Orb. There's the Divine Orb that we wanted in that other map. That didn't pop out of the currency. Alright. Also, once we're 100, I do want to price check belts again, see if the price has fluctuated at all. But last I checked, if we want an Excel belt with anything else, any other modifier at all, the cheapest one is 2 mirrors. So, probably not gonna happen. But we'll see. I'm gonna keep farming. There's only so much more we have to spend currency on at the moment that isn't just like we need a corrupted stampede. But they're very expensive. So, and all it is a little bit more, you get like higher move speed, base move speed, which I think then does scale off of like Excel even harder. But I'm not gonna lie, we're already so fast. Like, sure, you could always be faster. T1 fractured Yes. Is that worth anything? No. Okay, see you. Our incubators still haven't popped. Alright. I think we finished our astrolabe. Which means we're done with Summit! Yay! Oh, we got Bloodline Scarab. Yeah, that's gonna be the best. Oh, that's good. That paid for literally, like, 5 astrolabes. Alright, we're gonna do some 5 ways. Which means we're gonna get all of our scarabs back. We're gonna drop our scarabs in there so we don't deposit them by mistake, so we can put them back in later. Alright. Actually, I wonder... having Blood Rage might help make these a little more efficient, too. If we can get it to proc, I don't know how much damage we take in these. Alright, I need to get in the groove. I just wasn't paying attention. I just, like, went to the corner anyway and didn't really, like... Apparently she's not respawning, okay? I hate not knowing whether she's gonna respawn or not when she gets off her mount. If we can get our Blood Rage to pop once, we should be able to sustain it the whole round. Because we definitely, the duration of it's longer than the time we take chillin' in that circle in the middle. But the only thing is taking the damage. Actually, can I tank this Detonate Dead? Yeah, we procced it. I've been hit by the Detonate Dead plenty of times, so I knew I would survive it. Ooh, I think that's pretty noticeable. That kill speed. And yeah, like, oh yeah, we have, like, so much time to spare. I should have didn't. See, the funny thing is I thought about this, like, 2 days ago. Getting Blood Rage instead of the stupid golem that wasn't summoning. And then I just kept mapping and I was like, oh, I'm doing fine, but holy... Frenzy charges plus just the attack speed from it. I need to quality it too. Try to remind me to do that after this. Now that we know it's like, it's popping, it's working, we're not like, you know, we're not dying from it or anything. I think we get an extra 5% attack speed or something like that from quality. We have so much attacks per second, it's crazy. Can we snapshot, like... If I were to do... Does this work? Hold on, let me try some shenanigans. If I were to open this, and then open this, we're mid-spin, we should be stacked up with everything, right? But we're paused. Does this tell you right? It does, I think. So we're like 13.89 attacks per second. shit, I didn't refresh it. Yeah, I was trying to leave it up to see if it, like, changed at all, but yeah. When we're fully pumped, we still have our Blood Rage, we still have our Frenzy Charges, yeah. The funny thing is, I almost feel like we were around 13... 12 to 13 before Blood Rage. Is there, like, an attacks per second cap? If anything, Frenzy Charges are more damage, right? Not just more attack speed. I mean, clearly, it feels like I'm killing faster, and the only thing I changed was adding Blood Rage, which means it's either the Frenzy Charges or the Blood Rage itself. Also, we just popped our things, so let's get our character set up with more. Because I'm trying to get rid of these ones in our inventory, which it looks like the next, the next batch should be the last, and then we'll move on to all the div card ones we have stored up. Once we start running Breach, we'll rip through them. As long as Breach goes well. Alright. Greater Chain is the bad one, sadly. Come on, click on the portal. I can do it.
Greetings.
Yeah, we need to store those because they'll get auto-deposited, but other than that, we can just grab another set. What did I say I wanted to do? Oh, quality on Blood Rage. Yeah, that's another 5% attack speed. I guess that'll tell us. Let's check. Let's watch our attack speed in the next run. See if it changes at all. Is that all I wanted to do? Oh well. If there's something else, we'll look after. Alright, let's get to, before we start the encounter, we're on this... Okay. Start spinning. Okay, that kind of hurt, but it worked. Would have been so funny if I died to that. Okay, we're 14.29, so no, the attack speed is still going up. We apparently weren't that high before. I thought we were. .29 attacks per second. We need to wait for the explode. That. Man, I wish this build was more affordable. It's so... I would... No joke, I would play this shit every league. I may league start as Cyclone next league. I mean, I say that. I always talk about what I'm gonna do and then I change my mind before it starts, but... I might do my, like, you know, staff Cyclone build or something like that. That I did. That one league. I think it was actually last league. I think it was Keepers I started. My first character was the staff Shockwave Cyclone. It wasn't anything near this because you just had to invest too much in damage with like early league start gear to be able to get this much AoE and stuff, but it was still like a solid build that took me through all of my watchstones and pretty quickly. We were hammering T16 maps and just wasn't dying. Something I've also been meaning to look up was Militant Faith. I feel like is probably the gem that, if any of the gems can be cut from getting, it'd be Militant Faith, which means that's one boss we wouldn't have to bother killing. I just have no idea what boss Militant Faith is from. Something I've been meaning to look up. Oh wait, we have to get her when she revives. Or, I think it's her getting off our mount is what it is. I always call it reviving. We kill the mount and then we kill her. PoE, can you move some of your, like, other songs to, like, other mechanics? Like, just have, like, one or two other songs that it cycles between, so it's not just, like, the same one. No. No Tinkies. That was kind of a depressing one. Nothing really too fancy. I mean, we did get 3 jewels. Who knows? They could be good. Actually, I think 2 of those have a low, like the lowest price they sell for is like 70 to 80. So at the minimum, that was like 140C, which is cheaper than the... I mean, that's more than what you get for going in there. But, what did I want to look up? Oh, right. Not the right button. Militant Faith boss. Yeah, where's like acquisition maybe? Wait, really? Why is... Okay, so why is the Templar Legion the most expensive one? Can drop from the Templar Legion in the Domain of Timeless Conflict. That's the one that drops Militant Faith. That's the one that seems to be, like, the least value. Or at least, like, I've sold the least of them. Which is the, I don't know. Very interesting. Either that, or maybe there is a jackpot one somewhere. I don't know, that makes me want to keep doing it. Now. I guess that's right there. I forgot their... I totally forgot their color correspondent. Like, if we look at these... We have this one must be from the, this one, and then I guess I don't have the other two. But yeah, their color correspondent, I forgot that that's a thing. So I should have known that it was from Templar because Militant Faith is green. Yeah, I don't know. Oh well, I mean, I like doing our circle. It's less thinking, just zooming around the map and killing whatever green dot, rather than trying to think of which green dots we don't want to be killing. So I'll still kill them all, just in case there's some jackpot Militant Faith out there that... Just because the ones that I've gotten haven't been worth jack shit, doesn't mean there isn't a good one out there. But this is the guy we'd be able to skip if we wanted to cut that out. Do I tank another detonate dead so we can get our pass when damage taken to proc? Or do we not risk it? I think I've tanked it several times before and been fine. Yeah, we're gonna do another price check on belts when we hit 100. If I remember. Two 100s in one league, though. That's a new feat for me. It took me so long in this game to get my first 100. Just because I was always the kind of person that liked trying new builds. I mean, I'm still kind of like that. Like, sometimes it's because I don't have a build I like, sometimes because I just like to change things up. I think something that's helped me this league is you get a lot of gold, so respecking your Atlas tree isn't as big of a deal. I just throw away 270k and respec it willy-nilly, and I still have millions. Even more if I go farm Breach. But it's one of those things where if I farm one mechanic for too long, I do get a little bored. Like, I like to change it up. Like, I farmed a lot of Legion, and then I went and did Breach last night and this morning. And then I went and did, like, ulti on my Cast One Stun character for part of today. And then I went back to doing Legion, and it helps freshen things up for me. That's helped me not make more characters, I think. But I don't think I could ever be one of the people that, like, just hammer Breach all day, every day. As much as I love grinding on these games, but even I'm, like, not that grindy. That's actually part of the reason why, like, I love Diablo 2, but sometimes I do get a little, like, you know, like, I built my character to farm, like, Mephisto runs, and that's what I should be doing, and, like, but I do, like, 30 Mephisto runs, and I'm ready to do something else. The end. I have a nose hair bugging me. Five jewels that time, hell yeah.
Greetings. Keep your life to your own.
How are we looking on inventory space? Aw, fuck. Oh, let's go to this tab. Pull out the jewel we just accidentally deposited. Alright, we're fine on space when we dump all that stuff. Next. Must hit 100. I'm gonna tank the detonate dead. I've been doing it. It's been fine. Ugh. Yeah. That is the fastest way to proc our cast when damage taken in here and get our blood rage up. So that way we can cook just a little faster from the very beginning. We didn't kill him! Inefficient. Oh, we didn't, I forgot. My brain was elsewhere. Fine. Maybe we can hit a jackpot timeless jewel again. And it'll get us closer to our dream of a double shrine belt. If we were to get one of those, we could give Bombo back his, This was Bombo's belt I'm using right now. Which we can afford to buy our own if we wanted to liberate ourselves of one more item of Bombo's. But, but he doesn't really care, so... Fuck it. Save up, see if we can get a, a double shrine one before we quit for Hero Siege. I am looking forward to trying more Juiced Breach, though. I didn't do it very long as Cast When Stunned because it just didn't feel all that efficient. Cast When Stunned, it was just so much more efficient to do ulti than it was to do that, but this character should melt it pretty decent. Nice. Only 2 that time. A little bit of a disappointing one again. No elevated fragments, no support gems, nothing too crazy. Ready? Tank the detonate dead. Oh. That's gonna crit one of these days and one-shot me. Right before I hit 100, probably. It's so avoidable. Wait, it didn't even proc my cast when damage taken. What the heck? That's some rigged shit. We did that solely to get our blood rage up, and it didn't get our blood rage up. Tank it again. Oh, got it that time. I really should just make it a manual press. There's literally no reason it has to be on cast with damage taken. Absolutely no reason it has to be. I have no other buttons to press other than spinning. I think I can handle one more. And then I'd just be able to have it whenever I want. Would be kind of nice. And actually, our boots are perfect. All we have to do is craft 3 link. Although we would lose out, the only thing is we have more duration slotted, which is helping it. But I mean, I don't know that we really need the more duration. Guess it depends. When we're like stopping and looting and stuff, it might help keep it a little longer. But if we can press it ourselves, we can just turn it on, fuck the duration. I keep fucking up. I keep clearing where I've cleared before, thinking I'm just going in a big circle, and like I forget to go back to the middle a few times because I'm too busy just chatting and looking around. There wasn't a lot of mobs that time, like almost nothing broke out. That was weird. What the heck? We got like nothing again, except for this boss. Where are the other bosses, man? There we go. Oh, we got like every boss this time. They didn't break out for a wave except for that one we killed last wave. Is that what's happening? Are they all in the same rotation? No, we got nothing again. I do want to see, we're at 4,069, so 4,000 and then the funny number. I want to see when we slot the, like, low life at 55%. I want to see how much our life goes up. I mean, we could do the math. Just 55% of whatever 8,162 is, but fuck it. When we hit 100, we'll socket the node and look. Math is for losers who aren't killing mobs and can pull up a calculator and actually do it. Or smart people that can do it in their head without a calculator. There we go. Only 2 jewels, but we got 2 elevated emblems. Yeah, these incubators really do suck, huh? They're like high eye level incubators and they're giving like tier 6 maps.
Farewell.
Here, let's make Blood Rage. Is there anything we can do? I do just want to level, so I don't want to spend too much time thinking. It would be kind of sick to run Eclipse with our Blood Rage too. I don't think we can fit it though. Because Precision has to be with Arrogance. Which means we'd have to... I mean, unless we dropped more duration... If we dropped more duration, we could put Arrogance and Precision in the boots with Immortal Call, cast when damage taken. Welcome back, Amonos. And if we did that, that would free up a slot where we could link Blood Rage with Eclipse and Herald of Ash. And then we'd get more quality and an extra skill level to the Blood Rage. Fuck it, let's try it. Worst case, we die right before we hit 100, right? So I think what we'd have to do, right, is we'd be dropping this. These would be those two together. These would be together. And then these would be together, which means all we'd have to do is come down here. Change this to 2 link. Precision, Arrogance, Immortal Call, cast when damage taken. That actually gives us another gem too. That frees up a gem slot. I get. Wait. Damn, no. I was trying to think if there was a way... If we're freeing up a gem slot, does that mean there's a way to fit it? But not really, huh? Because that gives us Blood Rage, Eclipse... Let's go whatever color. Herald of Ash. Does increased duration work on Herald of Ash? Is that gonna... Oh, that's gonna make it reserve more. So yeah, we can't put that in. So we have an open slot we can think about what we want to do with. But that gives us Blood Rage that we can manually press. Now. All our auras are on, right? So rather than waiting on cast when damage taken, we can turn it on whenever we want. Welcome back. Did I already say that? Welcome back, Monos. I was lost in my own brain, trying really hard to think. Okay. So now, at the start of these, I can just press Blood Rage, and we don't have to frickin' wait for cast when damage taken to proc it. Sometime today, guy. We did go through all of our incubators, so we can pop these on. Boom. We're almost done with those little inkies. And Blood Rage should be a level higher and a little more quality, so we should get a little more out of it. That's something else that we need to upgrade eventually. Another upgrade for this character is level, we need 2 level 4 eclipses. If we want to go, like, that big. I might POB and see how much it changes, though. I feel like it's not going to do that much, but maybe it does. We are like, what? I don't really know how much XP we're getting per one, but we're probably like 4 or 5 more of these away from 100. Which I know Breach is the faster way to level, but I just like doing this, making money while I'm doing it. Well, Breach makes money while you're doing it too, but budget Breach to make sure I don't die does not really make that much money. I make more money doing this shit, but I guess if I would've, you know, if my goal was really the most amount of money possible, it would have been more efficient to grind budget Breach till 100. It would have been 100 probably like yesterday. Because of how fast it is compared to everything else. Budget Breach to 100. And then run expensive Breach. Because the sooner I would have got to expensive Breach, the sooner I would have made the big money, but fun before money for me. But making money is fun too. But yeah, we're probably gonna try some medium tier Breach. Either maybe tonight. We might not make it to it tonight. We're gonna be cutting it a little closer than I thought for 100. And then there's some like maintenance stuff I want to do. We're gonna have to price all these gems. Or jewels, not gems. get all these listed. And then I want to check how... I want a POB Eclipse. I want to price check belts. If I have time, I want to run, like, the 5 Barias I have, just to see if we get any belts and if they roll anything fun. Just for the hell of it. "16 seconds left." Three jewels. No luck on the, no luck tonight on the support gems.
Farewell.
We haven't gotten a single fork or, I mean, companionship is a little more rare, so I don't typically expect companionship, but it is a possibility. Alright, I'm gonna start my last cup of coffee, and then... we will do another. Yeah, probably based on how my bar moved there, we're probably looking at about 5 more. I think. Monos, are you all ready for Hero Siege? Are you still excited? I don't even know what the game is, and I'm excited. I've kept myself, I haven't, like, done a lot of research or anything. I want to go in, like, somewhat blind. I've only really seen the videos on Steam. That's, like, it. On, like, the Steam store page. Oh, my treasury is out of gold. Honestly, I'm not gonna go do that shit right now. I don't care. Mappers are cool and all, but honestly, I'm getting kind of sick of, like, buying maps and sending them out. Like, especially with Nightmare maps going up in price a little bit. It's even less rewarding to hammer those out, while also taking me away from mapping, which is making good currency. It's nice getting the free money when I'm offline, but... Damn, I never killed the boss the second time. I wasn't paying attention. The other thing I want to look up, not only do I want to check what level 4 Eclipse does for my build, damage-wise, I also want to look up the, what's it called? If I were to get level 1 Fortify on my Cyclone, and then swap out for the Bloodthirst gem with my current, like, HP amount and everything, how much more DPS would I get over what I'm currently running? Which I have Fire Pen, which sounds really weird, but 1/3 of our damage, essentially, is fire, so some of it penning isn't terrible as, like, an extra support gem. I think Fortify would probably be better with being able to change out the actual fortified gem we're using right now. But I want to run the numbers and see how big the numbers are, because that's... I did a rough estimate of the averages of getting Fortify, and with the cost of the Cyclone gem and the claw, it's roughly like 116 divines running the numbers. Obviously, that's not factoring any kind of RNG or anything, but and then if you want to just buy it straight up from people, it's like 160 divines. Which we have that. We could buy it. I just want to see how significant it is of an upgrade before I spend that. My coffee's been done, but we're 13 seconds left in this run, so we'll finish it up and... Nice. Alright. Hey, more incubators selling, woohoo! Sadly, I did not hear a tink, though, did I? I don't see any red stars. Alright, that does it for coffee for tonight. Last cup made. Sugar is in it. Oops. We got 3 jewels, though. Alright.
Greetings. Journey well.
Let's just put these here for now. Because I'm kind of sick of them eating up my inventory space while we hammer out the last few that we need. Did that guy not buy anything? I didn't see the pop-up on the right, unless it didn't pop up because I'm in my inventory. I don't know. Maybe he came to look at an item and he didn't like the look of it. He's trying to see if it had like an open suffix or something on one of my random pieces or something like that, I don't know. Oh, I overpriced the shit out of that ring that, my old ring that I was using. I need to, lower the price on that. I was trying to see if I could get, like, those rings are kind of like what people will pay for it kind of deal. I don't even know if I'll get the... It's actually the one that Bombo lent me the money for, but then I offered it back to him, and he didn't want it, so he said to just sell it and keep the money. But, at the time, it was kinda the best usable on the market, so I bought it for what it was at the time, but I don't know if people are, like... I haven't really checked the prices on it. I just put it up at, like, 250 div or something, and I bought it for 160 div. Figure, see what happens. I've been researching mattresses for fat people. How's that for a random conversation starter? No, I mean, I'm an overweight man. Tall and overweight. So, I never... When I got my last mattress, I got it a long time ago. What an odd thing to research. Well, I got a kind of a cheap mattress. My grandparents, were like... I don't know, my grandparents have like a lot of extra money. So every now and then they just want to splurge on the family. So they took like each family member out one by one to go like pick out a mattress. Like a reasonably priced one. Like they weren't so wealthy that they were gonna spend like $2,000 to $3,000 on a mattress, but we just went to like a discount mattress store, and they're like, you guys have had the same mattresses for a while, let's buy everyone in the family a new mattress. But I never got one that was good for bigger people, and actually at the time when I got this mattress I wasn't as big as I am now. I'm trying to lose weight again and everything, but I'm still not down to what I used to be. But because the mattress isn't really designed for my weight, there's like, at this point, there's like a big indent in the center of my mattress, like where my body normally sleeps. It's a permanent dip down. And I wake up with like my back hurt, like not like severely hurting, but just some, like, discomfort, and it does go away after I'm awake for a little while, but it's like, it's one of those things where it's like, oh, well, if I had a better mattress, I wonder if I wouldn't have that, and it's like, it's a big investment, but I don't know. Hey, we got another fancy emblem. I did find one that's been in, like, the top, like, 5 or 6, like, all those, like, top 5 mattress videos, and the ones where they compare back and forth, and honestly, like, the cheaper one that I found is the one that sounds, like, the most fitting for me. Which is kind of nice, and the price isn't terrible. So I'm really tempted, but it's just a lot of money. Like, you know, it's just, for me, it's a decent amount of money. The one I found is about $700. I don't normally drop that much money on things, and I just bought my monitor recently too. So it's like, do I want to spend that money? But I kind of do. Sleep's the most important thing in the world. You spend more time in your bed than anything else. Yeah, I know. I'm probably, like, let's be real. I'm probably gonna do it. I'm just still working my way up to it. More incubator selling. The good thing is these, like, more pricey ones, too, they come with, like, 120 days you get to test it. And then you can just send it back if you don't like it. And on top of that, they have, like, lifetime warranties, which I don't know what those warranties cover, you know, like, if I get it and it, like, sags within, like, you know, 3 or 4 years, is that covered? Or, like, is it only, like, accidental stuff, not, like, wear and tear? You know, you never know what the warranties actually cover. Like, they say lifetime warranty, all, like, dandy, but then you call them about something and they're like, ah, the warranty doesn't cover that, sorry. I've never had, like, a long warranty on a mattress and needed to use it before. Classic scum dog companies. Yeah, I don't even know if there's ones like that. I don't know if it is or not. I imagine it would be very easy to do that. That's why they have their whole, like, big... I mean, what I'd have to do is I'd have to just go read their warranty policy and try to understand it. That's one of the worst things about, like, warranties and, like, legal stuff like that, is they purposefully make legal stuff sound so much more complicated than it needs to be. Purposefully, so that people can't understand it. We got 3 more jewels. We are officially in the final 5%.
Check in with me when you have a moment.
5% away from level 100. The question is, what the hell would I do with my current mattress? If I were to do that and I wanted, well, no, I know that eventually, but while I'm doing like the 120-day test, like, I kind of want to keep my old mattress just in case I find out that, like, it's not, if that new one isn't for me, I'd like to just go back to the old one for now or whatever, or make a fort. Nice. But I don't really have the space. The only bad thing about doing these is I'm always full, like, gotta go fast, and I have my coffee sitting in front of me and I want to take a sip, but I can't. I could pause. I take my sips in between. Drink it. But I gotta go fast. Should reset for me. Whoops, speaking of resetting, I forgot to reset and then it ended. Oh, double Tink rainbow time. Divine orb. Random divine orb. That's weird. That's the first time I've seen a random divine from here, I think. What was the other Tink? Oh, Greater Fork. Nice. It's like 600 to 800 chaos.
I believe in trembling light.
We could try it if you want. I don't know how it would raise kill time.
Greetings.
Up to you. Resetting would save me the whoops, I did not mean to deposit that. Fuck. Just scrapping a shit. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I have no gauge on whether that'd be better or worse, because I'd be killing 2-player HP alone. But I wouldn't have to reset.
I've got some weather.
Did my other one actually sell? Oh, it did sell, okay. What are they at right now? Yeah, 800, 820-ish.
I think I can sell that.
Why didn't I deposit those? I don't know. Well, actually, I might not be doing too many of these more Among Us. I forgot my plan was to be done with them for a bit once I hit 100. And I'm like 2, maybe 3 worst case scenario away from being 100. And then I was gonna go do some account maintenance. Try to figure out where the next upgrade is gonna be, because I'm over 400 divines and I have no... I mean, I have ideas for where I can upgrade, but... I need to figure out how to craft gloves. If I am gonna go that route where I don't worry about having big resistances for altars, I need a pair of gloves that are like have crazy attack range on them, and I don't know how he got as much as he did. There's only like one other posted on the market. I almost think it might be 2 rolls, which that's gonna be spicy to get. I almost think it's the Unveiled mod, and like it's either Warlord or one of those. I think and then Elevated. I think it's Elevated Warlord plus Veiled mod. I have no idea how you craft gloves like that. And they have, like, life on them. Ideally, we want life on them. Alright, I'll show you when I hit 100. Oh, Greater Fork sold for 820. Shit, I need to let the dogs out. But I just want to hit 100. Okay, here, this is the plan, Amonos. I have to let my dogs out, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pause the game here in a second, and I'll bring up the POV on mouse over the gloves. You can take a peek at them and see if you can get an idea. And then I'll go let the dogs out. Right now. Oh, okay. I'm gonna bring up my BRB screen, bring up the POB. I think this is his, right? Yeah. Actually, I almost think we need accuracy, too. I almost think we need all of those rolls, except we can do without the damage while leeching. I mean, it's nice. The armor and the stun block recovery. Really, accuracy, life, and I want like the 0.8 meter to melee strike range. I've seen plenty of smaller ones, but I want to try to get the 0.8. But yeah. So yeah, accuracy, life, the melee strike range. Alright, I'll be back, guys. Alright, I'm back. Oh, sorry about that. Oh, you weren't done? Sorry. I can also... do you want me to send you a screenshot of them? To Discord? Yeah, like I said, I think it's an elevated influence mod and like a veiled orb unveil. Because he has the melee damage on them, which means I'm pretty sure it has the veiled modifier of melee damage and like 0.2 range. And then I don't know what the elevated gives.
You've had a sail, exile.
If elevated is 0.6, it's probably how. I also don't know if naturally unveiling it is more than what it says on PoEDB. I don't know. I'd have to double check the numbers. I can try to look too when I just want to hit 100 first. But yeah, they seem pretty spicy to craft. Because even if you were to get those two together through, like, I don't know, like, recombining or something, you still have to try to get, like, life and accuracy, too. But literally, I tried to look up on the market, there was none the other day, anyway. None that had the 0.8. There was, like, a few pairs that had, like, 0.4. And then there was, like, a bunch of pairs that had 0.2. But, like, I mean, I know every bit of strike range is pretty good, so maybe 0.2 would be fine enough. But I don't know, it feels like kind of like, why bother even getting it if it's only 0.2? I'll check the market again. You could easy do 0.4. Yeah, I started looking into it when I didn't see any on the market. I was like, well, what would I have to do to craft them? And I just gave up. I was like, you think it's impossible? How does he have them though? I mean, that's a direct import, so it's like that's not like a path of building edit. That's like what his character is wearing, unless there's like a bug with the import. They didn't say they were corrupted, right? Volatile. I was gonna say like volatile Valor, maybe, if they're corrupted, but could that like raise it higher? I don't know that they were corrupted though. I don't think they were. Yeah, they're not corrupted. Or at least this doesn't say they're corrupted. Yeah, it doesn't say where the mods come from here. Even if you hit every single one, you can only get points. Weird. I have no idea. How do you type their name? I meant to ban them. I just hit one of the buttons real quick. Copy paste that name. /ban. Goodbye, sir. Alright, it might be the next one. What do you mean? You don't want any art? No, I think that one was a like a viewer bot. What do you mean you don't want to buy your viewers? And get banned off Twitch? I hope it happens in this one. I'm gonna be so close that it's gonna be painful if I have to do a whole nother one. Not painful, it's fine. I mean, I run this for money making anyway, so all I'm doing is... I'll probably be running more of these tomorrow anyway, so it's not like I'm only doing this for XP. Hell, if I really just wanted XP, I'd be doing Breach. But I want to get started on a lot of this. I want to do some POBing, and I want to take a peek at the gloves, see if I can see anything. I mean, not that I think I'll see anything that you didn't, but I am really curious. It's crazy that, like, how people are getting these +8, because I'm pretty sure I saw one on the market too. I think it was only one, but I think I saw one on the market. Excuse me. Oh, you just had a quick glance. I'll look a little more in a minute. Yeah, no problem. Like, I don't want to take away from your time and stuff you're working on to help me. Just, if you ever have spare time, I can try to logic through it on my own too if I focus on it a little more. I just looked for a few minutes last time and I was like, veiled mods and elevated mods, brain fart, I'm just not gonna worry about this, and went and bought normal gloves. That had just like accuracy resist that I needed in life. Yeah, I think it's cool. I'm glad it's as intricate as it is. It's just like, I feel like my brain, like, I have a hard time like factoring all the possibilities of like, should I use fossils? Should I use essences? Should I use harvest? Which one is the most efficient? It's like, sometimes it's pretty clear if it's like an essence mod or something you know is essence, but sometimes like between like defense harvest bench or dense fossils, like, I don't know which one I should be using until you told me to like use dense fossils, and it's just I haven't done it enough to learn all those little ins and outs, so they intimidate me. You want to craft a pair? Looks like a fun project. There it is! Level 100! Our second character level 100 in one league. Never before done by me. I'm lucky if I get a character 100. Like, most of the time I get like 95 to 98 and then reroll. And every now and then I've played a character that's been like tanky enough and blasts decently fast that I don't die in T16s, and I just blast my way to 100, but usually it would take, because usually I just alch and go without any kind of like juice strat or anything, so I don't level that fast. And usually I like try to push like 98, 99, 100, and it takes so long that by the time I'm done, I just quit the league. I'm just like, I'm so done with the grind, but this league I actually did it twice, and I'm still like wanting to grind on this character. I'm loving this character. I freaking love Cyclone. I just need to play Cyclone as my starter, like that Shockwave Staff Cyclone I did last league. I just need to start as that more and like burn through the beginning of the game, because I enjoy it so much. Alright, cool. That is done. Sorry, I'll read what you said in a second. I guess we're pretty much out of time anyway. Kill a few extra mobs. The easy part is fossils. Do all rolls as what it says. Harvest as one roll. Yeah, you told me that before. I need to try to remember that. Alright. Five jewels that time and a elevated thingy. Cool. We have so many jewels to price. Holy.
Hello. Journey well.
Check in with me when you have a moment.
That ring was almost good. Oh boy. Who's ready for some price checking of the century? That's so many jewels. This is the most we farmed at once before. And I do want to lower. I have a big one in here that had no price before. I listed it for 900 earlier today, and I've been slowly lowering it by like 50 at a time. That way I don't make the mistake I made before. Not that I think it'll ever sell for 750. But is it anybody have any listed? Nope. Mine's still the only one. I tried looking it up, but I had a hard time, like, trying to judge what people like about all that. I know I could throw them in dump tab. I'd rather just post them high and lower them over time. I don't like the scummy, like, post them for 2 div, and if someone whispers you pretty quickly, raise them, you know? Like, I don't like baiting people to whisper me. Okay, so let's check this before we spend this point. If we cyclone our way down, it's gonna take a second, but so 4,095 health. How much health do we gain by doing this? 55%. I mean, we gain like 400 health, 405 health-ish by having that node selected. That might be pretty good. That's probably better than putting 1 point into like a life node. Making our low life count as 55% instead. But, okay. What I typically do is I like to start with these first. These ones tend to be, like, not... I don't know why Templar is so expensive. Why is Templar the 50C one if the 5 ways it gives, Militant Faith? Like, the Militant Faith, I feel like, are typically the least valuable. Like, I look up, like, the 2 mods that they do. Like, I look up the number first, but then I remove the number and look up, and it's, like, 10C. No number for that one posted, so 10C. $15. The mods matter. Yeah, that's what I'm mainly searching. 30C. But none of them are ever like... I've yet to have one that was decent. I take that back. I think I had one that sold for 100C. But yeah, a lot of these I'm just gonna keep lowering until I just take them out and sell them. But yeah, a lot of these are like, just don't necessarily sell. But I've already cleaned out some. Like, basically, if they get down to... I slowly lower them if they get down to about 50C. 4 divines for that one. Maybe. If it sells. Oh, we've got one with no price. We'll worry about that one in a minute.
At that price.
Wait, what did I just do? Okay. No, I think we're good. I thought I listed something that's supposed to be like a divine as, or it's supposed to be as chaos as a divine. 60 chaos. And divine for that one, maybe. Three divine. I don't get too excited until they actually sell. I've posted plenty of these that are listed for high 25C, yeah. Gonna put that in the vendor section. 35C vendor section. Anything under 50, I just don't bother listing. $12 days ago for 55C. Put it in the vendor section. Oh, I've searched too much. 99 seconds. Okay, well, while we're waiting for searching timeout, let's look at PoEDB. Gloves, strength, doesn't really matter. So, wait, is it both? Can you stack the mods? Hold on, Amonos. We've got of the Elder, which is 0.2 or 0.4 elevated. There is Warlord for strike range, which is 0.2 or 0.4 elevated. And then there's the Veiled modifier. No, that's what it is. No, it's not Veiled modifier. See, I thought because if we go to the Veiled mods, we have this one here for melee damage and 0.2. I don't think this is it. I think it is, yeah, I think it is the two slammed together. This one, I didn't realize this Elder one existed. This one right here has the melee damage that the other one has. What percentage was his melee damage? Yeah, 13%. That fits too. Need to learn how to do an elevated mod. Yeah, I remember, I feel like I remember the orb. I just can't remember the name of it. Like, I know there's just some orb you have to use to elevate, but I don't know, like, I'm guessing there's like a cost to it. Like a chance, I think. But yeah, so you have to awaken or orb them together and then somehow get accuracy and life on it too. That sounds spicy. Ah. Easy. Is it? Because accuracy is a suffix, unfortunately. And these two mods are suffixes. This is obviously like the block suffixes reroll life or whatever to get the life, but I don't know how you get the accuracy. Just roll till you hit... Wait, what do you mean roll till you hit both? Like, because once you slam them together to get the strike range, how do you roll it till you hit both? Do you just have to recombine then? With your 2 elevated mods? Then you have a 1 in 8 chance to slam the melee range. Win that roll, and then you have base 1. Do the same for the other gloves. Then combine the base together. Wait, does that work? Oh, Awakener Orb. So you Awakener Orb, you don't recombine. What are the odds that, like, is the Awakener Orb kind of like recombining where some of the other mods will come too? So you're hoping the life and accuracy comes as well? As the mod? Let's see if it'll let us post again. 1 divine. 35 chaos, we'll put that in the cell tab. 100 chaos. That's why you get it on both. How long ago was that? 9 days ago for 1 divine, okay. $50. Ooh. I don't know if this one's actually 12 hours, 10 hours, 1 day. Interesting. 30 and 50 div. That's somewhat recent and high price, it might sell. $10 div recently too. 8 hours, 1 hour.
Hopefully there'll be interest.
Div on that one. Maybe some of these big ones will sell, that'd be really nice. I almost don't want to post this for 90 chaos. I'm gonna do 1 div on this one instead of that cheapest one. 100 chaos.
Hopefully there'll be interest.
1 div. Yeah, I mean, we have some decent ones, and then we have one with no price on it. Glorious Vanity, Doriani. What was it? 5108? Where do people typically put Glorious Vanities? There's 1 max life, 2 damage pen for cold, eh. Where else have I put in one? I think I've put them over here before. Or up here. 3 max life and a global crit strike multi up here. I don't know how much people care about, like, the max life. %9 max life there. 9% there. Yeah, hard to say. I'm not good at, like, checking those. You never know what people want. And either it's just a number that no one's gotten, and that's why there's none for sale, or it's a number that people want. But I'm just gonna do my usual thing. I'm just gonna list it for 900 and lower it by like 50 every hour. Until it gets down like pretty low, and then I might let it sit a little longer. Which one of these? Some of these, they actually, like, the base just sells. If we just look up, like, Glorious Vanity. I can't remember which ones. I know Elegant Hubris is one. No, it's 15C for the cheapest. Brutal. I know there's... I thought there was 2. Not Brutal Restraint either. Not Militant Faith. So it's none of these 3. Which means it must be the other 2. What are the other 2? Elegant Hubris and Lethal Pride, that's right. I think Lethal Pride was the one that just at a base, yeah, is about 85, 90 C. We don't want to be vendoring any Lethal Prides. Because people buy them to divine them. Same with Elegant Hubris. I'm guessing anyway, that's why they're that much.
Journey will.
That, I mean, that change number is still one that's worth maybe 100. Okay. That's done. Let's POB a little bit. Let's import our character that we have at the moment, just so we're doing this off of what our current stats are. So, stage 5 of Cyclone of Tumult, configuration. Now that we have Blood Rage, we have that. When we're killing, we have Endurance charges, so we'll pop that on. I don't think we normally have Onslaught, right? Or do we? Does our Ascendancy... I can't remember if our Ascendancy gives us Onslaught anywhere. No. Okay. I don't think we really have any means of Onslaught, so we don't have to check that off. Are you leeching? We're pretty much always leeching, right? We have Conk Ground. I'm not gonna do the kill recently. Have lesser brutal and lesser massive, yes. Just because of the chest. Actually, I don't think that did anything. I think it already knows because of the chest. I don't think I had to put that. Yes, I'm channeling Cyclone. I imagine, and I guess it doesn't really. Trinity should be maxed, right? We're doing all 3 elements. How does Trinity work? Maximum of 50 for each element. I think we fill all 3 elements. I think I normally see us pretty full on that. You only need to do 2, it fills the 3rd, gotcha. Well, because of Void Forge, we're doing all 3 elements. So what would I, for POB, what do I set that to? Would I set it to just a maximum of 50 resonance for each element? So do I set it to 50 or do I set it to 150 because there's 3 elements? I don't know either. I don't know. Lowest resonance count. I guess set the amount of the lowest element. So maybe you're supposed to do 50. If they're all 50, the lowest element would be 50, right? Actually, when I put 150 in, it didn't change my DPS at all. 150, so I bet you 50 is just the cap, and as long as we are there, I'm pretty sure we're there. I'm pretty sure I've looked before and I've seen it just completely filled up. So, are you always moving? Yeah, pretty much. Are you always on low life? Yeah. Okay, so that's good enough. I mean, there's probably other things I can set to try to get, like, just to make the POB look like higher numbers or whatever. But that's good enough for what we're gonna test. So what we want to do is we want to go over to Cyclone Tumult. We want to put in Bloodthirst at 2020, and then we want to put in Fortify. So what I want to test is, let's turn both of those off. We're at 9.5 combined DPS. If we put level 1 Fortify on... Wait, no, hold on. We also... Hold on. We also have the Fire Pen on right now. which is giving us a bit of DPS. Level 1 Fire Pen. So right now, we are currently at 10.4 with these settings set. If we turn off the Fire Pen and take level 1 Fortify instead, and then turn off our big Fortify and put on Bloodthirst, okay, 17. Okay, so that is a big upgrade to run level 1 Fortify and run Bloodthirst instead. That is a big DPS increase. Granted, I was looking at Combine, that's including Cull, but whatever. Either way, it's a DPS increase. So that is a pretty sizable increase, I will say. Now, if we were to just take our current build and we were to throw in, like, level 4 Eclipse, barely anything, and then in our weapon, level 4 Eclipse, okay, we barely gain anything for that. So I probably just won't even bother with level 4 Eclipse. That seems ridiculous for what it gives us. Unless we get these, unless there's some breakpoint here, if we get these to level 21... it barely gives us any resistances, still negligible damage. Yeah. No, I don't think I bother with that. I mean, unless I get, like, literally everything I want and I'm still playing, and I'm looking for, like, the most minor upgrade. How's it going, Martyr? We just hit 100, so I'm just kind of POBing, seeing what the next upgrade we want is. Trying to decide if it's even worth going like level 4 on these eclipses. Thank you. But so far, it seems like the eclipses only really give us like 100k more DPS, which is almost nothing. But a big upgrade is getting Fortify on our Cyclone instead of what we have, which is very expensive. So that might be one of the next things that I target, is trying to get that. So, alright. I think that answers that question. Next question I wanted to look up is what are the belts looking like these days? If we wanted Excel and then count one of a shrine buff while... there we go, that pretty much brings it up, right? Let's copy that and let's take replenishing, massive, I don't remember what resonating is, but we'll grab it just to look. Resistance, and impenetrable, which brings us to just a couple of divines. Yeah, that's a price, alright. And then, like, that's not even, like, the good one. If we get rid of replenishing, Impenetrable would be the next one. What exactly does Impenetrable Shrine do again? Impenetrable Shrine PoE. So massive is 30% character size, 40% AoE, 40% max life. Resistance is 50% to all resistances. 10% to all maximum? Damn. And that's not with that's without boosting it with like my chest and helmet. What the heck, dude? Resistance would be nuts. Is there even any listed? Is it even possible? I don't think I've ever seen one listed. There's none right now. Impenetrable is 100% increased armor evasion. Oh, actually, Impenetrable we don't really want. I actually think we'd rather, like, replenishing. Just like 6.7% of life regenerated per second. Like, replenishing wouldn't be, like... Really, the best would be resistance. Second best would be... Or massive. Massive or resistance. But yeah, let's check massive. Where's massive? Casual 5 mirrors. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. I'm never getting that. I'm too poor. Alright, actually, now that we're 100, we can stash our omen that we had just in case of a big accident. Cheap-ass belt, yeah. Alright, right here, ready? We're gonna run our barrios. We're gonna go get one right now. Excel Massive, coming right up.
You will fail. Vengeance. Yeah, give yourself the darkness. The mystery. Time is a prison.
Well, not a good start. But yeah, unfortunately you caught me at the tail end of the stream though, Martyr. I usually end 20 minutes ago.
You have found
But I'm just trying to fix up a few things now that we hit 100. As always, right? I need to stream more. Nothing. Damn it.
You seek to stop us. You have no idea what you face. Blade the sands. Yeah, give yourself the darkness.
Come on, give us at least a couple belts. There's one.
You seek to stop us. You have no idea what you face. Box. Yeah, give yourself to the darkness. The mystery. Time
Alright. Warp. Oh my chat. Yo, why did that just go absolutely ham? What the fuck? He just like popped off. That wasn't anything like, yeah, I mean it's done, right? Maybe think that there's like some like second fight that's about to come. He just popped off with a fucking mile-long paragraph. Be shitty if there was like an elevated fight that had a low chance of happening and I just always leave at the end and never see it or something. Come on, man. We only have, what, 2 more tries? Come on, give me another belt. Don't just give me 1 belt this whole time. Come on, come on, come on.
You seek to stop us. You have no idea what you face.
Maybe if we only get 1 belt, that means it's gonna be a good one, right? Surely, surely. Trust.
Yeah, give yourself to the darkness. Play this out. Death is no escape for me.
Rip. We're literally just gonna get 1 belt out of all, like, what do we have, like, 5, 7, something, 6? I think it might have been 6.
I will show them the true meaning of sorrow. Play the sands.
You need a new build?
Yeah, give yourself to the darkness. Just to the Bastille.
Yeah, this is probably, you're gonna go blind if you keep playing this Herald Stacker. Oh, we got a 2nd belt! Nice, right on the last one. This is probably my last build. I think I'm gonna be trying Hero Siege when it comes out. The new season comes out, I should say. The game's been out for a while, but I've never actually played it before. New season's coming out on the 3rd. Like I said, I've never played it before, so I'm gonna be going in mostly blind. I've only looked at, like, the videos on, like, the store page when I bought it. I bought it on sale, like, super cheap. But yeah, I'm pretty excited to give it a shot in, like, 6 days or whatever it's coming out. Alright, let's ID the 2 belts that we got. Impenetrable and Greater Shocking. Probably not worth anything. Nope. And, Brutal. Not gonna be worth anything. Rip. Rip, rip, rip. Did I store? I did store my belt somewhere. Alright. That was sad. I mean, I wasn't expecting anything, but you never know. You never know. You never know. Okay. Anything else? Let's do, like, 200 stack decks.
Welcome back.
Oh, shit. Hold on. Wrong button. There we go. Surely right at the end we can gamble a bit. You gotta open them in front of the Dreamer. Who even is the Dreamer? Is that the frickin', Oh, him up here. +1 luck. Gem Cutters, mercy. We got scammed again. Unexpected token.
Welcome back.
Rip. Well, there goes a nice, like 700C, easy. Down the drain. Oh, why is my shit not working on these? Whatever. Oh, alright, I think that's probably it for me, though. I think my plan, what I'm gonna do tonight, is I'm probably gonna sell off some of my divines. And I'm gonna buy, some more Cyclones. Cyclone of Tumult, Miscellaneous, Corrupted, no. Wait, is, like, all of trade down? Is that why my macro isn't working? Oh, no. I can't trade anything either. What the heck? An unexpected problem has occurred. Well, that ruins that plan. But yeah, whenever trade is working again, my plan is to buy more uncorrupted Cyclones, level them up to 20, and slap them with a gem. Wait, do you even have to level them to 20? Once they're corrupted, you can level them still, right? You just need to quality them. Oh, they have to be 20 to use the coin? Okay. Yeah, a level 20 skill gem. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, okay. So we'll buy enough to fill our weapon swap, which is going to be expensive. Last I checked, they were about 3.5 div each. So, unfortunately, trying to get this is going to be very expensive. I'll double check the price, but I'm pretty sure last I checked it was really expensive. It was like 160 divines for the gem with what I already want on it. And I ran the odds. The odds are estimated to be about 116 div. But obviously you could get lucky, or you could get unlucky, so I don't know. I don't know if it's better just to buy it or gamble it, but I'm probably just gonna gamble it. In worst case, I just don't get it by the end of the league. I mean, the build is working. It is a massive damage increase if we can get the one we're going for. But, yeah. Anyway. So, yeah, once the trade site's working, mostly... Oh, it's working again. Yeah, 1,250 chaos each. And I'm probably gonna fill my weapon swap of 9 gems of this. So we've got some, Oh, they quickly just go to 5 divines. Jesus. That's crazy. But if we change it to any corruption and then we go to fortify... Actually, it's come down a little bit. $120 to 99 divine might be worth it. Do I just buy it, guys? Fuck it. Do I just buy it and not do the gambling and all that leveling and shit? It was like 160 something divine the other day. Yes. I'm doing it. $2020 Cyclone of Tumult, 129 div, supported by level 1 fortify. That's what we want. Big damage. So now we can take out our fortified gem. And we can put in our bloodthirst gem. Which roughly, according to the POB, rough numbers here. I didn't get every single filter right and all that, but I had Fire Pen, so we take that off, we change that for the Fortify imbue, and then we take off Fortify and we put on Bloodthirst, and we go from 10 mil to 17 mil. That's combined, adding in Cull and all that, but still, like, that's a pretty big DPS increase we just got. So I'm pretty pumped about that. It's been on my mind, something I've been wanting to get, and since those belts, like, there's no way I'm getting frickin' 2 mirrors to buy those belts before the 3rd. I mean, maybe if I really grind my ass off and sell off everything I have in my stash and everything, maybe I would get to that point. But yeah, like, what are mirrors going for right now? What I want is a mirror. Mirror. What I have is divines. Yeah, 770. So I was like just above a half a mirror in divines. Granted, I have a bunch, like, my wealthy exile says a bit higher. Probably, is this because I just bought? Yeah, it already updated. So, 647. Funny how they have dropped now that Jabubu is banned. Drop 200D. But yeah, 647, plus we just bought that for like 100 and whatever, so what, it was minus 87 because we just spent. So that means before minusing we were plus like 40, 50 or something like that from what we were before, but either way, supposedly 647D if we combined everything, so maybe if we sold everything we would have gotten close to 1 mirror, but that's like everything we've been stockpiling since the start of the league, like some of the stuff we've sold and everything. But either way, getting another mirror is gonna be like within the next like 5 days, 6 days. Probably not feasible for how I play. So we're probably not going to be getting a double shrine belt before the end of the league. So I think at least getting that fortified gem was a nice big power boost. I'm happy about it. Really, all that leaves is trying to craft the new gloves and maybe getting like a bigger ring and maybe saying screw our resistances, or try to find a way to get the resistances and have the best of both worlds. I don't know. But yeah. That's going to be it from me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We'll be back tomorrow. If I'm not busy during the day, I'll try to do a daytime stream. If not, we'll be back at nighttime around this usual time. Around the time that this one was. From like 4 hours ago to now. Aw, kisses. Thank you, thank you. Good night, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.